Butterflies fly in a very different way from dragonflies. They overlap their two pairs of wings so that they flap as a single pair. Now, on the surface of this cabbage leaf, there's a patch of tiny little pillbox-shaped eggs. And when they hatch, the baby caterpillars will emerge and make an instant meal of the greenery. And they are already stirring. But the first dish on the menu is not vegetables. It's the shells of their own egg capsules, protein-rich and far too nourishing to be wasted. That first course, however, doesn't last long. Now for the main dish, cabbage leaves. When cabbage plants are damaged, their leaves release a smell, and that quite often attracts the attention of a rather different insect. It's a tiny wasp called Cartesia. She too is trying to make sure that her young have food immediately available, but they like living flesh, so she injects her eggs into the butterfly's caterpillars. She does this with such surgical precision that her victims are not mortally injured, and they continue feeding as if nothing had happened to them. But now, much of what the caterpillars so laboriously gather goes to nourish the wasp grubs that are developing within them. As the caterpillars grow, they shed their skins. They do so 5 times, until ultimately they are 800 times heavier than they were when they first hatched. This fully grown caterpillar must now find shelter. A strand of silk trails behind it, silk with which it ties itself to a twig. And here, over a couple of days, it changes into a chrysalis. Those caterpillars that were injected by the Cartesia wasp don't get that chance. The grubs within them are now emerging. They too spin silk, which hardens to form a cocoon beneath the caterpillar's empty skin. Inside, the wasp grubs are transforming themselves, and 2 weeks later, out come the adult wasps. A different future awaits the chrysalis. Within its shell and over a similar 2 weeks, the caterpillar's body has been broken down and reassembled, and now the adult is ready to emerge. Its wings, like those of a newly emerged dragonfly, need pumping up with liquid. The creature that was once an egg, then a caterpillar, then a chrysalis, has attained its final incarnation. So another generation of cabbage whites set off to find good places for their young.